Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
The action has already started. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to...
Chance! Goal! Boca Juniors! And Boca Juniors take the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's got away.
So much time and space here.
Opts to play it back. Shot a goal! They've done it! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Boca Juniors
are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, Kane! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure for...
And Martinez!
Now that was quite some save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Terrific header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Benfica have the chance to go the other way. And here's Nketiah.
You have to expect that from everyone there.
Chance for a shot!
Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter.
Great vision. Raspadori has it out wide and in space.
There's the header!
And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Benfica really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nketiah. Nketiah running with the ball. Now it's Raspadori. Raspadori
unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nketiah!
They want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Raspadori. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this?
Cleared without complication. That'll be a throw.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Stood up well to him there. No, again there's no way through. He could be in here. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Martinez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nketiah. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Nketiah. Bernal. Casado. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ball is over the line. That has not gone well. And that's going up front in a hurry. Nketiah. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Raspadori. He's in a great position here. Raspadori is onto this. That's good play. Pinches it off him. Casado. That's good running with the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary. And the first half is done. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Boca Juniors will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Kane. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Raspadori. Now it's Nketiah. Now it's Berenguer. That's very neat. Great ball, and he's in, and he shoots! And yes, it's there! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's worked it through. He's had a shot! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bernal spots it and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Kubasi.
La cantidad de
Casado.
espectadores de este partido fue de 29.950.
Ferran Torres. Nicely weighted ball. Kane. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Boca Juniors are down to 10 men.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Kane
Número
being applauded off
23.
here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted that.
Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Politano has found the net here, of course. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ferran Torres. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Boca Juniors perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Played out to the left flank. Martinez deals with that comfortably.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Fati is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Entran.
We have
número
ourselves a
25.
real game here.
Número 88.
Well, needless to say,
Se
Peter,
está
they're
realizando
eager to get
cambio.
going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Fired deep towards the back post.
That's good defensive concentration. Boca Juniors really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Tries a shot! Goal! Benfica! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation.
Cambio
That
en
is
Boca
such a
Juniors.
cool finish.
Número 26.
Boca Juniors making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Martinez. Ferran Torres. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries to play it through. Looking for the run. He's picked his way through.
There's the shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played.
Oh, terrible pass.
Oh, he's burst through.
He's one-on-one, and the shot! And it's in! And they are pulling clear here.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ryan. Now it's Martinez. He's found a way through. Willock. And Sufati. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Boca Juniors illustrating perfectly the